There was a huge dinner party going on at a mansion in Hollywood. And there was a well-known actor who, to entertain everybody, all the guests, was reading or was reciting parts of Shakespeare. And he was amazing. And he finished and he said, I would be willing to take suggestions of something to do. And let me see how I can do it. So this was kind of the entertaining end, a little less serious, or at least that's what he thought. The elderly priest came up and he said, would you please recite the 23rd Psalm? Do you know it? And this famous actor said, well, yes, I do, and it will be my pleasure to do this. And so he recited in a very dramatic way the 23rd Psalm. And then he went to the priest and he said, you asked me to do this, but I'm wondering if you would also recite the same psalm. And the little elderly priest was very hesitant, but said, okay. And what's interesting, after the actor had recited the 23rd Psalm, people applauded. And so the priest began. There's absolute silence in the room. He finished. There was absolute silence. And this famous actor got up in all humbleness. And he said, you've experienced something that's absolutely remarkable. I knew the psalm. This beloved priest knew the shepherd. And that was all the difference in the world in terms of what people heard. Someone once said to a man who was leading public prayer, he said, you know, you need to speak louder. I didn't hear a single word you said. And the response of the prayer leader was, I wasn't talking to you. And I think we need to remember that. Jesus in the Gospel according to Matthew reminds us that in praying, do not heap up empty words. For your Father knows what before you even ask. So prayer is much like that priest recited the 23rd Psalm. It was a prayer. Jesus reminds us to be earnest in our praying, but to lift up what's in our hearts. A theologian several years ago said, prayer has to mean everything in the world to you in order to mean anything to God. Let us pray without ceasing. Let us pray from the bottom of our hearts. God bless.